Welcome to the 10th session of module issue of shares and debentures. In this particular module, we are going to discuss question paper problem on issue of shares and forfeiture of shares. The main learning objective of this particular session is understanding accounting treatment of the concept of issue of shares and also on the forfeiture of shares. The question paper problem is like this. Spurti Limited, a company is planning to issue 25,000 equity shares of 20 rupees each, and the amounts are collectible as follows: 4 rupees on application, 6 rupees on allotment, 7 rupees on first call, and balance of 3 rupees on final call. But 23,000 shares were allotted because only 23,000 applications were received by the company. That is the case of under subscription. A shareholder holding 300 shares failed to pay allotment money and first call money, hence his shares are forfeited. Another shareholder holding 500 shares failed to pay final call money and his shares are also forfeited. Later, the director of the company decided to reissue 400 shares at the rate of 17 rupees, fully paid. Now, we are supposed to write journal entries for this particular problem. The first journal entry is bank account debited 92,000 rupees to equity share application account 92,000. Here 23,000 applications at the rate of 4 rupees each becomes 92,000. So bank account debited to equity share application account. Then equity share application amount is transferred to equity share capital account 92,000 debited to equity share capital account 92,000 being application money transferred. Next, equity share allotment account debited to equity share capital account. Allotment money is 6 rupees on 23,000 applications becomes 1,38,000. While collecting this allotment money, 300 applications have not paid allotment money of 6 rupees each. So 1,800 rupees balance arrears and remaining 1,36,200 is collected out of 1,38,000. Next, first call money is due on 23,000 applications at the rate of 7 rupees. So 7 rupees it becomes 1,61,000. That much is due, but while collecting this money, 300 applications have not paid this money at the rate of 7 rupees. Hence, only 1,58,900 is received, but still from 300 shares at the rate of 7 rupees, amount is due, that is called calls and arrears, worth 2,100 and total is 1,61,000. This is first call money received except on 300 shares. Next, when 300 shares this first call money and allotment money is not received, the company decides to forfeit those shares. For that forfeiture, this journal entry of 7th journal entry is recorded here. Equity share capital account debited 5,100 to share forfeiture account. Forfeiture account in the sense the amount which is already collected from these particular 300 shares. Only application money is received from these shares of 4 rupees. 300 into 4 becomes 1,200. And then share allotment account that is 1,800 rupees on 300 shares at the rate of 6 rupees, 1,800. And then share first call account at the rate of 7 rupees on 300 shares it becomes 2,100. And when you take the total of all these three entries, it becomes 5,100, that is debited here, being forfeiture of 300 shares for non-payment of allotment money of 6 rupees and first call money of 7 rupees. Next, moving to the next journal entry, equity share final call account debited worth rupees 3 each on 23,000 applications, but money is received only from 22,500 shares because 1,500 shares have failed to pay final call money. Next, due to this, even those 500 shares are forfeited. For this, 10th journal entry is recorded here, and the 11th journal entry talks about reissue of those shares which are forfeited, but company has forfeited around 800 shares, only 400 shares are reissued at the rate of 17 rupees. Therefore, bank account debited 6,800 and shares forfeited account debited 1,200 because company has sold these 400 shares at 3 rupees lesser price. That is debited to share forfeiture account to share capital account. It is 8,000. Two debits are equal to one credit. Next, last journal entry is the share forfeiture account balance. There are two credits and one debit. By taking two credits total and then deducting this one debit of 1200 rupees, we still get a balance of 8500. That balance in this share forfeiture account will be transferred to capital reserve account. These are the journal entries we are supposed to record for this particular problem. Thank you.